the target.
Right, we come now to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Amandine Bouchard of France goes up against Faiza MOKDAR of France. It'll be Bouchard in the white judogi, MOKDAR in blue. Let's take a look and see how we got there. Arano, Gavira, Nascimento and Lima were defeated by Bouchard. Julka Matikainen and Nelson Levy were defeated by MOKDAR on her route to the final. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberta Chioglia of Italy.
Well, what can be worse than having a back-to-back Brazilian quarter-final, semi-final to having a teammate in the final as well, but no, she will for another good battle.
Just trying to think what that was. Phantom of the Opera. Amandine Bouchard came out looking like Phantom of the Opera, although it's a little bit more on the right side, down the cheek.
Yeah.
That's just to hold that on. She's been cut on the cheek, by the way.
Is that what it was?
It's on the right
it was
cheek.
A cut.
It's a cut, yeah. It wasn't the nose. That's where the blood was coming from. I thought it was a nosebleed, but it was actually
so did I,
a cut on the cheek.
Oh. Well, looking at the side of the tatami, you can see just there on the screen, the right-hand side, a coach for one of the French athletes, which is unusual. We don't normally see that. They stay impartial.
I think he's the coach for both of them. No, it's only for Faiza MOKDAR.
Which is surprising when they're both French athletes flying under the flag. It's not as if it's a club as such.
So the usual situation would be you don't have a coach sitting out there. I think this is an unusual situation in as much as the Faiza MOKDAR is here as France national team sent out in that weight category. Amandine Bouchard is slightly different. She wants to have a run out, doesn't want to go up 52 and is out of her usual weight class and has asked to come along, and they said, okay, if you want to come, you can enter. She wasn't originally part of that. You know, there's a national selection to go out. That's the team we're picking.
Yes.
Another athlete said, I'd like to go out. Anyway,
Well,
that's the
there's
score.
Score on a Yuko.
Bouchard
taking the lead.
But we can find out for sure in golden score, because hopefully we'll speak to both of them. Let's see what our man Robin Willingham wants to do. Maybe he'll take both of them out there in the middle.
He'll delve deep into that question.
Yeah, I can just imagine. What are you doing here?
Yeah. How do you feel? Well, 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining now.
There's plenty of time here
definitely.
for MOKDAR to work this now. There's a single Shido against Bouchard. We've seen her pick up a few today and be a little bit on the edge.
But Bouchard at this moment is she's controlling the pace, controlling this contest as it stands. Although there's a lot of movement, a lot of action, it looks more aggressive from MOKDAR, but I think she's just bouncing off Bouchard. She's really trying to get past. It's a bit of frustration that's building in. That's a good entry there with that Cianagi. And
unlike the other athletes who we've seen from France, this is their number 3 here.
Yes, so she's a bit further up the chain.
7 or 6 or something.
And in a way, MOKDAR, she's trying to protect her position within the 57s for France, really, isn't she?
Yeah, Bouchard is the French #1 at 52.
Yeah.
So I think it's understandable that she fancies a little bit of break from having to cut weight and do different stuff. Let me come out. I want to be in the middle and I want to have a go, but I'm not looking to cut any weight out. Let me just go at 57.
Is that what she's saying, or is this a situation that she's just going to put her toe in the water to see what happens right now? A win here, would that change anything and how she moves forward?
Well, we've seen a couple of people try that. The mate
Nice,
was already called, though. Yeah.
Minute and a half. But Bouchard's got the 2 Shidos, which again we've seen this a few times now with Bouchard. She does like to keep us all on the edge.
I think it's more of the first. I just want to run out or just come and do something. However, if it is that she's going to end up in the gold medal position, she might sleep on it and think, well, you know, losing
you never know,
4 or 5 kilos every other month, maybe I'll give that a miss and I'll go at 57, which would be a little bit of a problem for her teammates, because then they'd have to find room for her at that weight category. I can't see Sarah Leone Sazik or Marta Fawaz, you know, stepping away easily. And then you've got the young ones coming up who are going to say, hey, I thought that spot was meant for me.
Bouchard tried to take it there.
Tricky,
to
isn't
the real.
it?
That was all.
Snaking
that was
around
that was
there.
a sneaky little one. You didn't know whether she was going to get away with that. Struggling a little bit with the face. Bouchard's got to be careful. She could pick up a bit more aggression there from MOKDAR. Which she liked, very spirited, but she's getting a bit of a telling. Bouchard can't hang on to this this Yuko. She just cannot hold onto it. It's 35 seconds. She's got to step it up a bit now, because she is starting to trail behind.
Sanne van Dijken did this. Stepped up, won a Grand Prix, and said, no thanks.
Yeah.
Came up from 70 to 78, won it, and said,
No,
not again.
I must admit, I
won't be back.
I did it once in my career. Well, I did it twice. I went down to 48s. I went up to 56s, but at 56 now. 48s, I thought I was going to die. You always think it's a good idea at the time, but you can't. You've got to give respect when respect is due, with going into somebody else's weight category and then feel that you can.
This might be it. She might get a 3rd Shido here.
I think so. MOKDAR's done well to pile the pressure on, and there you have 3rd and final Shido. She struggled.
Yeah.
She really did struggle a little bit. So MOKDAR takes the win, the gold medal for France. Bouchard, great effort, good result, considering she's just moved up. But definitely was plagued with the face injury that she sustained earlier on in the competition.
Yeah, when you look back at other situations like this, they are very, very difficult to do, especially when you have to come up against a teammate. You go against, someone from another country, it doesn't have the same kind of bite.
No,
but somebody from your own country, this is a message from you to them, and they want to tell you something as well.
Get out of my
exactly.
weight.
This is my space.
Get out of my weight category.
And that's why it just got that little bit testy.
Yes, I think so.
You're not going to welcome them in with open arms.
No, not at all.
Send them packing.